There are many strange and powerful passages in the Bible. But there is one chapter that stands above the rest. A chapter so mysterious, so unusual, that even today's greatest scholars, rabbis, and theologians still cannot fully explain it. Hidden in the ancient scrolls for thousands of years, this chapter describes visions so strange, so symbolic, that they feel almost impossible to understand. Tonight, we will unlock the most mysterious chapter in the entire Bible. The chapter we're talking about is Ezekiel 1. A moment that changed the life of the prophet Ezekiel forever. He was 30 years old, living in Babylonian exile, when suddenly, the sky opened, and he saw something that no human had ever seen before. Ezekiel describes a storm cloud approaching, fire flashing back and forth, 4 living beings with 4 faces, a wheel inside another wheel, and something glowing like flashing metal. These are not the words of a poet. They are the words of a man trying to describe something so powerful, so unfamiliar, that human language could barely contain it. Ezekiel says each creature had a human face, a lion's face on the right, an ox on the left, an eagle above, and their bodies were covered with eyes. What does it mean? For centuries, scholars have argued. Some say these creatures represent God's authority over all creation. Others believe they symbolize the attributes of God himself. But there is something even stranger. Ezekiel says these beings did not move by turning. They moved straight forward, wherever the Spirit went. This description is unlike anything else in Scripture. Then Ezekiel describes one of the most confusing images in the entire Bible. A wheel within a wheel. And the rims of the wheels were full of eyes. For thousands of years, this verse has sparked debate. Some believed it was a representation of angels carrying the throne of God. Others suggested it symbolized the movement of God's presence through the world. And some, even in ancient times, said it sounded like something beyond human understanding. Something otherworldly. The truth? No one knows. Above the creatures, above the wheels, Ezekiel sees a throne made of sapphire. And on that throne, a figure like a man. Ezekiel tries to describe him. Fire from the waist up. Fire from the waist down. Brightness like glowing metal. A rainbow surrounding the throne. Ezekiel falls to the ground, terrified. This moment was not just a vision. It was an encounter with the glory of God himself. And even today, Bible scholars cannot agree on what exactly Ezekiel saw. So why is this chapter still so mysterious? Because no one fully understands the symbolism. It's unlike any other vision in the Bible. Ancient rabbis once forbade young students from reading it. Even today, many theologians avoid it because it's too complex. Some say it was a vision. Others say it was something beyond vision. Something that language cannot describe. Ezekiel 1 is a chapter that forces us to ask, what exactly did he see? Was it a symbolic revelation? A heavenly reality? Or something so divine that the human mind simply cannot comprehend it? For thousands of years, people have tried to unlock the meaning of Ezekiel's vision. But maybe that's the point. Maybe it wasn't meant to be fully understood. Maybe it was meant to remind us that some things, some realities, are beyond human understanding. And that God is far more powerful, far more mysterious than we can ever imagine. This is why Ezekiel 1 remains the most mysterious chapter in the entire Bible. A chapter scholars still cannot explain. Even today.